Canada's famous officially investigated UFO sighting. G'day guys, how's it going? My name is Aussie Tash. After watching funny, weird and unusual Canadian places and names, you guys all jumped on Discord and in the YouTube comments and said, Tash, you have to check out Shag Harbour UFO incident of 1967. So we're about to do that. Looking forward to it. You guys have your own Waswell. Not sure if Australia does. Might have to look into that. Okay, but before we do, please make sure to jump on, hit that subscribe button. That would really help me out. Okay, Shag Harbour UFO incident 1967. Let's roll.
On a recent trip to visit family in Nova Scotia, I traveled through a small fishing community that is well known in the region for an incident that happened in 1967. It was not my first time passing through the community, and growing up not far away, I remember hearing stories about the incident. The Shag Harbour UFO incident occurred on October 4th, 1967, when it was reported that an unidentified object crashed into the ocean near Shag Harbour, Nova Scotia. At around 11 p.m. on October 4th, 1967, several witnesses reported seeing lights in the sky and what appeared to be an object descending into the water. A local resident, Laurie Wickens, and 4 of his friends made the initial report to the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. As they drove through the community on Highway 3, they noticed what appeared to be a sizable object descending into the water. They saw what they believed to be an aircraft that had crashed. When they reached a better viewing position, they could see a floating object just offshore. Officers from the RCMP who were dispatched to the scene along with other witnesses saw a yellow light bob on the surface, drift, and then vanish. A rescue operation was quickly put together. Local fishermen and a search and rescue Coast Guard cutter searched the area. The fishermen and other rescuers who assisted in the search saw no debris, only a mysterious long patch of thick yellow foam. Once every aircraft, including military, private, and commercial, had been accounted for, authorities quickly ruled out a plane crash. The unknown object was officially classified as a UFO in Government of Canada documents. A story was featured on the front page of the Halifax newspaper, the Chronicle Herald, on October 7th. The headline read, "Could be something concrete in Shag Harbour UFO, Royal Canadian Air Force."
Okay, so a UFO is an unidentified flying object. Doesn't mean it's aliens. They just don't know what it is. They ruled out that it wasn't a plane. It was some sort of concrete thing floating in the water. This happened in Nova Scotia. Oh my gosh. I'm just trying to think about all the creepy and bad things that have happened in Nova Scotia. You've got this UFO sighting. You've got the Halifax explosion, which we've just done a video on and was absolutely devastating to watch and learn about. And there's also the Titanic Cemetery in Halifax, Nova Scotia as well. My gosh, some really creepy and tragic things have happened in Nova Scotia in history.
Included descriptions of the object and crash as seen by witnesses, as well as the Air Force's search efforts and the Navy's underwater search. A spokesman with a special department of the Air Force in Ottawa, who recommended the Navy conduct an underwater search, was also quoted as saying the Air Force was very interested in the situation. We get hundreds of reports every week, but the Shag Harbour incident is one of the few where we may get something concrete on it. Navy divers were dispatched to the area to conduct a search 2 days after the incident. They searched the seafloor looking for an object or any debris, but nothing was found, according to the final report. The Chronicle Herald ran a story on October 9th titled "UFO Search Called Off," stating that the Navy had ended an intensive undersea search for any sign of the object. As to what was found, the Navy stated, "Not a trace, not a clue, not a bit of anything." The Chronicle Herald article from October 7th also mentioned various UFO sightings that immediately preceded the incident. At around 10 p.m., several witnesses saw odd glowing objects flying over Halifax. Objects were also sighted by the crew of the ship MV Nickerson. The vessel was off Sambro, Nova Scotia, and there were 4 hits on the radar prior to the crash. On October 7th, Captain Leo Howard Mersey gave a statement to the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. He stated that around 9 p.m. on October 4th, he noticed an object with 3 flashing red lights on or near the water. Radar indicated this object to be 16 miles away, and at the time the boat was 32 miles south of Sambro Light. He said the object disappeared around 11 p.m. and went up in the air with only 1 flashing red light. He could not see a physical shape or form of the object, due to the distance. At the same time, there were 3 other objects on radar, and about 6 miles from the first object. There were no lights on these 3 objects, as they were only appearing on radar.
Wow.
He mentions that at times the Navy practice in the area, and it is not unusual to see the Navy or aircraft dropping things into the water here.
Okay, that makes
But he
sense.
had never seen anything like that before.
Alright, so there's some really, really creepy stuff going on here. They couldn't find anything. Absolutely nothing at all. The official file said they found nothing. Is that true? Who knows? Guys, I'm really, really interested in this story. This happened in 1967, 77, 87, 97, 2007. So it's happened over 40 plus years ago. 40 years ago. Please jump on. Tell me your stories. Did you learn about this in school? Do you still hear about it? What was the official outcome? Or what do you think happened? What do you think it was? Would love to hear all your stories. Let's keep on going with this one.
What really happened the night of October 4th, 1967. There were around a dozen witnesses from that night, including RCMP officers and other credible witnesses that saw something.
Credible witnesses.
This is one of the very few UFO cases in the world that have received an official government investigation.
Okay.
With the mystery surrounding this incident and no real answers to what happened, there are many theories.
All right.
It is rumored by some that a secret search at Shelburne Harbor around 30 miles to the northeast was conducted by a joint U.S.-Canada search team of up to 7 ships, and that debris was found.
That's a lot of
Some say
ships.
that nothing actually crashed that night, and that it was actually a USO, an unidentified submerged object that went below the surface where it sat for days and then was tracked heading south into the Gulf of Maine, where it vanished.
Okay.
Was this a cover-up of something unknown?
Oh,
or
yeah.
was this nothing more than the military testing aircraft and other technologies in the area?
Could have been.
This did occur in the midst of the Cold War, and Soviet subs were a real possibility in these waters.
Yeah.
During the Cold War, a research station in Shelburne had an important role in anti-submarine warfare as part of the secret sound surveillance system that identified and tracked Soviet submarines.
Okay.
The incident continues to fascinate locals and UFO researchers and enthusiasts from all around the world.
Absolutely.
The official conclusion is that nothing was found and that no known aircraft crashed on the night of October 4th.
Well.
The incident still has no explanation and remains unsolved.
Okay. Why was there like 7 Navy ships looking for something that potentially could have sunk? What was it? What were they trying to hide? Were they testing weapons and they didn't want anyone to know about it? Or was it really something that they didn't know about and they were scared? I love UFO stories. They are really, really cool. Guys, jump on, share all your stories. Have you been to Shirl Harbour? Is it like a little touristy spot? What were the stories? What are your theories? I absolutely loved this video. Thanks for all the recommendations. If you liked it, please jump on, smash the like button, leave a comment, and remember to subscribe. That really helps me out. Cheers from down under. Take care. Bye.